TJ, kind of a tough position for an older guy with only 3 games left. Kind of what's your approach to these last 3 games?
Just to continue to inspire people to play hard, even whenever it feels like we don't have much to play for at this point in the season. And just trying to encourage everybody to put their best thing on film every time they step out on the field.
Obviously, you guys as seniors have that inspiration to try to win out and make a bowl game. Does it feel like everyone else is locked in instead of thinking, oh, well, it's time for next year, essentially?
For the most part, I believe so. I mean, it seems like we've all always been like dialed in on the next game plan, the next week ahead. So I don't think that's ever been like an issue.
What do you expect from Kansas State? Obviously, kind of struggled with the Houston quarterback and his legs. Kansas State kind of presents that same challenge.
Yeah, definitely. We know that they're a primary run, so they're going to find a way to run the ball, either whether it's the running back, quarterback, and then they're going to open it up sometimes and throw it to the tight end. So we pretty much know like who they are. So we just got to pretty much execute on our own.
Is the game plan always stop run first? I mean, that doesn't change really from week to week.
No, that's always like the number one thing on our list. Stop the run.
Do you guys look forward to those road trips now, considering the success that you guys have had now?
We look forward to every game pretty much. It just so happens that we've won majority of our away games rather than home games, but we attack the same every week.
Wait, was this one in any way harder to kind of get off the mat, just the way you lost and stuff, or was it just standard operating procedure, just go on to the next one?
Pretty much after every loss, as a player, you just got to flush it. I mean, you could be sad or upset or disappointed in the moment, but that'll affect the next week of prep if you let it. So you just got to flush it and allow the team to lean on each other and just be good for each other, be there for each other.
Way back in Big 12 Media Days, you said you were ready to be the bad cop and have tough conversations this year. How has it been in that role this year? Have you had to do much of that?
Yeah, I'd say I probably had to do it a little bit. Probably not much, but it takes what it takes, and if that's what it takes, I'll do it.
Have you kind of seen the team respond this week? I mean, as the losses kind of pile up, it gets harder and harder to kind of respond.
Like I said, we look forward to the next week of prep every week. So whatever we had or bad feelings, stuff like that is always flushed by Saturday or after the game Saturday, or definitely before Monday practice.
As a senior, have you kind of slowed down, or are you planning to slow down in all of the last 3 or 4 games and kind of relish everything?
Slow down football-wise, no.
Okay.
But memories-wise, yeah, I'll definitely be cherishing these memories that we make a little more.
Anything else for TJ? TJ, kind of an off the whatever question. Have you ever seen film of Aaron Hunt from his playing days?
No, I haven't.
He's the all-time career leader in sacks.
I mean, he always tells me about it, but he's never seen you.
You haven't seen proof.
No, I haven't.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Like 3 games left. Kind of what's the attitude? Got a tough game with K-State this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, obviously to go win, that's the main goal every single week. So just to take it day by day right now and try to win, each day at practice and continue to work hard no matter what. So try to win these next 3. So
Have you felt like for these younger guys that they're still locked in to this season and this year?
yeah, I feel like they are. I don't think, we have a good group of people that come to work and we have a good team. So, I don't think anybody is like giving up or anything like that or keeping them locked in is like a challenge for us. I think, especially right after the game, yeah, it's tough. But when you get into the week, when you start to flush everything out from the week before, it definitely helps. So.
I know it's been a constant conversation topic throughout the year, but as the leader of the offense, do you take it more to heart or more personally when you guys get off to these slow starts offensively?
Yeah, of course. I mean, you look at last game, I think we started fast. I actually moved the ball the first drive and things like that. We just didn't get points. And so that's been one of the things that we've had to grow at all year is scoring points when we get in the red zone. And, we tend to shoot ourselves in the foot, too many times. And so, but when we don't put points on the board early, yeah, it's very frustrating for sure.
What do you see from K-State's defense?
They run like a 3-safety defense, just like Iowa State. They're very talented. They're very good. They're disciplined. They're going to be in the right spots. Coach very well. So yeah, they have a really good defense.
How much responsibility do you take to like create some of that energy, whether that's a fourth down scramble or a big play? What's your responsibility in that regard?
I just feel like that's what I got to do as a quarterback. Whenever we get in tough spots, I feel like my job is to make a play, and whenever a play needs to be made, I need to make it, and so that's what I try to do.
Curious how many fourth and 18s have you converted with your legs in your career?
None. That was the first time I've ever done that. I didn't expect for that to happen. I meant to create and find somebody downfield, but didn't really find anyone. So I was like, once I took off, I had to go get the first down, no matter what.
When you haven't, awareness-wise, is it hard to figure? Like, do you realize where the first down marker is, or you just say, "I'm gonna run until someone tackles"?
I knew it was really far away, so I was like, you know what, I gotta go. I gotta start going. So I just took off and ran, and hopefully, once I got tackled, I looked and found out I made the first down. So.
Did you even see a seam to go to? Like, it just didn't look like it was open.
You talking about when I scrambled?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. I was looking at Monterey
Yeah.
and I was trying to maneuver him, and he kept kind of running into people. So I was like, all right, here we go. And I didn't have much time to make a decision, so I was like, all right, I got to go. So and took off. I knew I had a lot of green grass more towards the right side, so I was like, let me go work that. So.
How much of an emphasis has that been, kind of working on that scrambling over the years? I know you've kind of had to do that maybe a little bit more this year.
Yeah, I think for me it was, when things aren't there, like what's the best way to go make a play, and then how can I do that, and how can I use my strengths? So like, watching the film last year, there were a few times where I could have created more, and when things break down, just making plays and using my instincts was big. So.
Like, how difficult is that when the defense is out there and you have no control over the end of the game?
Yeah, I mean, it's frustrating for sure. I know they look at us too, and right now, and they're like, come on, like, let's get something going. And we're looking at them whenever we finally get something going, and maybe they're struggling, and it's like, we haven't fully put it together yet. And so that's what we're hoping to do this weekend.
In terms of fourth downs, I know some of it is just situational. You have to go for it, and maybe they're longer distances, but what's caused it to maybe not be as effective on fourth down in a gotta-have-it situation on some of those as maybe you guys would want to be?
You're saying when we don't execute?
Yeah. There's been some, obviously you got that fourth down run, but there's been, I feel like, a lot of key fourth downs in the past 4 or 5 games where you guys haven't been able to get it.
Yeah, I think, one of the biggest issues sometimes is for us has been when we don't execute is it's like one guy not doing their job or maybe two, but usually it's been like one or two. It's like everybody's on the same page and you got one guy, and it's not the same guy every time. It's like it switches from position to position. So it's like, how can we eliminate that one guy maybe not doing their job? And so that's the goal moving forward.
I think Dave said after the game that you spent a lot of time in the training room just to try to stay healthy. Is it just normal nicks and bruises and stuff 9 games into the season?
Yeah, I think once you get deep in the season, it's you start to feel it everywhere, and so I've been in the training room a pretty good bit, just trying to get my body right for Saturday, and it's been a long process of doing that, but that's just part of it, and that's what you have to do if you want to continue to stay healthy and things like that. So yeah.
Would you say you feel comfortable with all the guys in that receiver room? Because it seems like throughout the season, there's been a guy that you haven't had, whether it's Monterey, Keytron, I think Jordan now is out with an injury as well.
Yeah. You're saying just injury-wise?
Do you feel comfortable with some of those younger guys like Armani and
yeah.
guys who had to step up on those roles?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you look at those guys; they're younger guys, but they've been here for 2-3 years. So Armani's second year, Cam's a third-year guy. Like, they haven't got much playing time, but they're more experienced and they've kind of been through more than what people would look at from the outside. So, I trust those guys to go out there and be ready and be where they need to be and make plays. I mean, those are electric players too, and that's a good thing to have as a quarterback, is some guys to come in that can really fill the role, and you won't really lose too much of a beat.